How are you today? Shishir, are you well?
Yes, sir, I'm well.
Okay. You missed last class. What's the reason behind it?
Because of at that time I were in my um, village.
Village. Okay. You went to village.
Yes, sir.
And how many days did you stay there?
2 days.
You went there 2 days. Your village is Naranganj, right?
Naranganj,
Naranganj.
which is located
What's the name of your police station?
Shunarga.
Shunarga. Okay. Do you think it's really nice? Very, very nice police station?
Of course, this place is very nice. This is very charming place, and traditionally this place is very um, uh, developed traditionally.
Developed.
Because of you know that Shonarga was a capital of Bangladesh once upon a time, and till now, if we go there and see this place and Rajbari and this uh, Rajbari is very nice, and it is a symbol of the rule of Isaka. And
Well, why did you go there? Did you go there for any special purpose or for the weekend or for 3 days holidays?
sir, please.
Why did you go to your village? Was there any special occasion?
Oh yes, I went to join 15 August Bangabandhu's um,
Bangabandhus? Okay. Bangabandhus?
স্যার বঙ্গবন্ধুর মৃত্যুবার্ষিকী উপলক্ষে গিয়েছিলাম
Okay, death anniversary.
ডেথ অ্যানিভার্সারি।
Anniversary. Okay, well. And are you prepared today? Didn't you buy any, that means you are supposed to purchase a camera for using on your desktop, but you are still using probably without camera. You are participating this session without using
Oh,
camera.
actually I forgot it. Next time I of course uh, bring a camera. I will buy a camera.
I will buy a camera. Okay. Now we'll start questions on various festivals of Bangladesh. Is Bangladesh a festival loving nation? Why or why not?
Bangladesh is a festival loving nation, of course, because of Bengali is a hospitable person, and people of Bangladesh always try to enjoy and try to traveling, and always they try to spend their time with joy and happiness. That's why I think I can say that Bangladesh a festival loving nation.
Okay. What kind of festival do the Bangladeshis celebrate?
There are many kinds of festival are there in Bangladesh. Um, Pahela Boishakh, Pahela Falgun, Idul Adha, Idul Fitr, so on and so on.
Well, can you name some social festivals of Bangladesh?
The social festivals of Bangladesh are Pahela Boishakh, Pahela Falgun, etc.
Well, can you name some religious festivals of Bangladesh?
Idul Adha, Idul Fitr, Shab-e Baraz is our religious festival of Bangladesh, and that time all of uh, Muslim festivals of Bangladesh, and that time all of Muslims are busy to carry on the religious rules.
Okay. Uh, do you think each and every festival has some unique feature?
Yes. Each and every okay,
Is
sir.
there any difference between a social festival and religious festival?
Of course, there are some difference between social festival and religious festivals. Every festivals the contents and of their own characteristics. When own characteristics in social festivals, every person try to moving or try to go here and there to celebrate, and they wear different types of the particular dress. But in a religious festivals, a religious person try to observe, try to carry out of their religious rules. And actually these days religious person try to busy themselves to pray of Almighty.
Almighty. Why do people taste water, rice, and hilsa fish on the day of Pohela Boishakh? This is a very tradition. People like to take watered rice and hilsa fish on the day of Pohela Boishakh. And why do people like this? Even we know and we see that many people taste it even at Ramna Park, in some places, some other places. Can you tell me why they like such traditional food?
Actually, by eating watered rice and hilsa fish is a traditional rules. I think it's turned a rule. Not every person, most of the people of our country um, try to celebrate these days by wearing different types of colorful dress, and by eating watered rice and hilsa fish, because of it is Pohla Boishakh is based on this work.
Okay, nice. Good. Shirazul Islam, how are you today?
I'm fine, sir. What about you, sir?
We started late. I was late by 25 minutes today because I
Yes.
had a class and it took another 25 minutes to finish. That's why I was late, but I could not inform you because I was in the class. Anyway,
Okay,
we will
sir.
continue now. Now, Shirazul Islam start asking question to Shishir. Shishir will answer. When we have already took 10 minutes and Shishir answers some of the questions. Now, Shiraz will take this part and start asking questions about festivals. Question about festival, Shishir will answer. Shiraz will start. And Jannatul Kudus may also participate. Okay, start. Shiraz will.
Okay. Shishirapu, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine too. Okay. My question is to you. What does fasting teach us?
Actually, in the Holy Ramadan, we took fast. Um, took fast. Religious. It's a religious work. By fasting, we express our we express ourselves that we are obliged of my Almighty.
Okay. We can learn self-restraint and what?
Please, could you repeat your answer, your question?
Shiraz, keep your video on. Keep your video on.
Okay, sir. I kept it on already. Okay. My second question is, why should we respect the festival of other religion?
Oh, we know a word that our Honorable Prime Minister said, "Dharmo jar jar, উৎসব সবার." Hmm. and I can say based on this word that every person should to show the respect of others religious festival.
Okay. Do you think Bangladeshi people are showing respect to the festivals of other religions?
Actually, there are different person, and he holds different mentality. So not every person respect of others festivals, but some people are always try to show respect of others festivals.
Okay. What make them too violent to make violent on their religion festival? Actually, what does the mean of extremist?
Every religion there have honestly speaking, every religion there have some extremist people. If I can notice that Hezbollah, then etc etc of our extremist Islamic minded people. Those type of people can't tolerate and can't respect of others religious festival, Hindu, Christian, Buddha. That's why we see that different times, and different times we see that they occurred and they occurred and many difficult situation, as the Brahmanbaria. Sometimes I see that fired Hindu's house only
Okay.
for
Okay.
religious
Do you
violence.
think okay, is Taliban extreme Islamist?
Of course, Taliban is extremist of Islam, because of they always try to implement of Islamic rules and regulation. But it is my doubt that Islam doesn't like extremist. Islam doesn't like. But Islam is very easy religion.
Okay.
But Taliban owned
Okay.
um, freedom of women. They try to stop women education. Today's latest
Uh,
news, I see CNN that Taliban, a extremist person, when a journalist asked him, "What is your opinion about female education? Will you stop it?" That time he answered that no, of course not. But of course, a woman should go office, go school, go to college, go to office, go to school by wearing burqa. That time, a journalist asked him, as like as me, because of journalist face was open. Then we extremist person answered this question by laughing that not as like as you, but covering his face, by covering his face, but open his eyes.
yes, I too watched this report, and
Yes.
but they announced recently that women are not obligatory to wear burqa. They can just wear the hijab and go their respective place to work done.
I think that it will be implementation because of America. America for always try
Okay,
to
okay.
focus.
Now turn to the topic question. Okay, why do we observe the Independence Day?
Um, After by struggling 9 months, where we got a freedom country as like as Bangladesh. That's why every Bengali people should observe these days. Observe these days to remind of our freedom fighters and these days, that days.
Okay. What kind of dresses our men and women wear on the day of Pohela Boishakh?
Now
Pohela
Shirazul Islam will answer questions. Shishi start asking question, and Janatul Firdus start asking question. Question about festival first. Then
Okay.
with vocabulary. Shishi start.
Can you name some national festivals of Bangladesh?
Yes, I can. These are our Victory Day, our Independence Day, and our national Victory Days, Independence Days, and so on.
Why don't some conservative people celebrate Pohela Boishakh?
Some conservative people do not will to celebrate Pohela Boishakh because they believe that their religions or their belief doesn't allow us to involve in such programs. Therefore, they do not get involved themselves in those programs.
Why do the Muslim fast in the month of Holy Ramadan?
It's a kind of gift for the Muslim from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and throughout the fasting one can get himself purified and self-restraint. People can learn self-restraint and self-purification. There's the great way.
Do you prefer to eat watered rice and hilcha by celebrating the Pohela Boishakh?
Yeah, to speak the truth, I literally do not like eating hilsha or watered rice because it go against our belief, our religious belief. But if we follow the tradition, that time we have to we can eat hilsha or watered rice. But we can eat hilsha if we do not think it's a Pohela Boishakh, it's for special days. But it is allowed in our religious as well if our intention, if our aim is different. That time we are allowed to eat hilsha fish.
Do you celebrate some foreign festivals?
Yes, obviously I do. I do celebrate Valentine's Day and 31st night and so on.
Do you know why the American government is flexible of Taliban?
American government were never flexible to the Taliban, and they were very rude to Taliban, and because of their incapability to restrain them, to may hold them back, they rooted out and they evacuated from this country, and they are never flexible and never smooth to Taliban.
But
Because,
why they stop their fighting?
Yes. Okay.
Against Taliban.
The American government, Trump as well as Biden, understood the matter. They spent trillions of dollars every year, and this is completely useless expending of their GDP, and this causes a huge amount of money losses. And that time they realized that they are losing trillions of dollars every year, and as well as they are losing their soldiers, and without getting any difference than it was. And so they decided to evacuate it and shifted all their soldiers and troops from Afghanistan.
Can you express some famous leaders of different countries' opinion about Taliban?
Sorry, I couldn't get the question.
Oh, but can we express the different famous leader in the world about
Who
Taliban?
support Taliban? Okay, I think yeah, Mullah Baradar is the spokesman of Taliban, and once he was sent to jail, and then he
I
came
mean,
back.
what is the opinion?
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay. I got the
will.
question. I got the question. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Some religious, some Islamic countries obviously will support Taliban. If I clarify the names, these are Pakistani government will support, I think, and Iraq, Iran, and Turkish government will support as well. I think all the Islamic country will support them undoubtedly. But the European countries and American countries will never support him.
New
As
Zealand,
Tal-
UK,
yes,
France.
they never will support Taliban because they have misbelief on Taliban. But I think Taliban are not that bad. But America made them. America actually exaggerating about everything, and so it is as well. And I think Taliban, if they can consider the women's issue, I think Taliban will cut a good figure and they will be preferable for the.
Now, questions on marriage and family life.
What is
Questions on
marriage?
marriage and family life.
Okay, marriage is a legal action, is a legitimate men and women to live together.
What is the minimum age for a girl to get married in Bangladesh?
Yes, according to our law, it's 18 for the girls, and for the some emergency cases, this is lowered down to 16.
When do married couple go for divorce? Divorce.
Divorce. Yes, when
Divorce is a American word. Divorce.
divorce. Okay, thank you for letting me know this word. Okay, people usually take such a crucial action when their trust and mutual respect are not there found in their conjugal life. That time they convince to make a divorce.
Are people happier in conjugal life now than the past?
I think with the inventions of our technologies, uh, there are seen a huge amount of divorce rates recorded and filed. And I think then as there are a huge number of divorce, I think conjugal life, happiness in conjugal life are barely found. And therefore, I clearly can say that nowadays happiness are significantly low than it was in earlier.
What is the main causes?
I think as there are a lack of self-respect and trust, and when they misbelieve one another, each other, and that time it happens.
Self-sufficient matter is important issue for
Uh,
divorce.
Self-sufficient means
When husband and wife both doing job, both are doing job. That time, not only
mm,
husband but also wife is also self-sufficient, economically self-sufficient. And it's my question. It is the main issue to do
it is
divorce.
okay. It is not the main issue, but it is the issue. It is one of the issues to divorce because when both the counterparts are involving in job or earning money activities, that time they cannot give time each other, and their lack of mutual respects and they do not understand each other. That times they did once upon a time they decided and they reach upon a decision to divorce. But there are a number of causes lying behind divorce.
Business is also a cause.
Yes.
Business. Okay. Find a married couple. Oh, sorry. What is the difference between better half and bitter half?
Okay. Better half means the word better already refers the whole meaning. Better means the person who will bring betterness, who will bring goodness for you. And when a wife shows goodness and care about his husband, that time she becomes a better half. But better halves, on the contrary, is quite different, and she becomes once poisonous for his husband or wife's life, and that time we called her or him a bitter half.
Okay, why do some parents marry their daughters off in childhood?
Okay, some parents think that spending money on their
Janatul Firdaus,
daughter
are you ready to speak?
is completely wasted. Therefore, they try to give their daughter married off as early as possible.
Janatul Firdaus, are you ready to speak?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Tajul Islam and Shishir will ask question to Jannatul Firdaus. At first, question about first one, then with vocabulary. Okay. Festivals. Question with festivals first. Start asking.
Okay. Okay, Jannatul Firdaus,
Tasfi.
how are you doing?
I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm fine either. What is your daughter doing?
My daughter is playing.
Okay. Okay, I really appreciate your effort. You are doing better day by day, and you are struggling a lot along with your daughter. And I wish you get your desired goal as early as possible.
Thank you.
Okay. Now tell me, can you mention me some national festivals of our day, Bangladesh?
There are some national festivals in our country, including Independence Day, Victory Day, and so on. Language Day.
Okay. Can you mention some religious festival that our country's people observe?
Yes, in our country, people observe some religious festivals, such as Idul Adha, Idul Fitr, Shabe Barat, Durga Puja, and so on.
Okay. Why do Muslim fast at Ramadan?
Muslims fast at Ramadan as per their religion, religious belief, and it's mandatory for every Muslim's religion.
Okay. What changes first bring in us when we perform fasting?
Could you repeat, please?
Okay. What does fasting teach us?
Oh, okay. Fasting, when we fast at Ramadan, it teaches a lot. It keeps us self-reliant and self-purification, and it teaches us the hungry of poor people who are survived
For-
lackings of food.
Okay. Okay. Why should we respect the festival of other religions?
We should respect every religious people and every religion, because every religion has a deep rooted belief, and it also every religious people's right.
Okay. Is there any difference between a social festival and religious festival?
Yes, there are some difference between religious festivals and social festivals. Social festivals is celebrated by the by the all people, by the people of all religion
All
and
walks of
caste,
people.
religious festivals is celebrated by the people of a particular religion.
Yes. Okay. Why do you observe Independence Day?
We observe Independence Day to pay tribute to those martyrs who sacrificed their lives for doing freedom of our country.
Okay. Can you mention some name of our martyrs who died on the day of our language movement?
Mm, Language movement. Sure. I mentioned the name of Jabbar, Shohid Jabbar, Rafiq, Barkot, Salam, and many other martyrs who sacrifice their lives for our for our language.
Okay. Um, when did Bangladesh got its independence? When did Bangladesh get its
Bangladesh
independence?
got independence in 1971.
Okay. How many lives are gone out throughout this war?
In independence, in the war, we lost 3 lakh people.
3 lakhs. That means 3 million people. 30 lakhs, not 3 lakhs.
30 lakhs.
Okay.
3 lakhs is true. 3 lakhs is true.
3 lakhs is true. It might
True.
be hidden truth.
A hidden truth.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
No controversial issues. No controversial issues can be mentioned because everything is being recorded. Okay, and
Yes,
a
sir.
case against under digital law may be filed against you. So while speaking something, you should be careful. We should not include any controversial issue, anything, any talk, any matter that goes against the interest of the government. That means we will criticize, but we will not go for naked criticism. As everything is being recorded, okay, there is chance to file any case under Digital Security Act. Okay, so be careful while speaking.
Okay. Can you mention some festival that is performed in our society only?
Some festivals.
That is observed by the people of our society.
We observe some festivals like Poila Boishakh, Pohila Boishakh, Valentine's Day, Friendship
Wedding
Day,
ceremony.
uh,
Wedding ceremony.
wedding ceremony, and
Okay. What do you know about Halkhata? When did it first introduce?
Halkhata is a festival in our country. We observe Halkhata on Pohila Boishakh. Maximum Halkhata is celebrated on the day of Pohila Boishakh. Many businessmen arrange the Halkhata ceremony, and they want to collect their due payment, and they want to mutual respect and correlation with each other. it creates a festival look between many businessmen.
Okay. Do you know who first introduced the Pohela Boishakh and why?
Hmm,
Emperor
maybe
Akbar, Shamrat Akbar maybe.
yes, yes. Shamrat Akbar, Shamrat Akbar introduces the Pohila Boishakh festivals in our culture. And we observe Pohila Boishakh at the first day of Bangla year.
Yes. Okay. Hmm. Why do people taste watered rice and hilsa fish on the day of Pohela Boishakh?
Because they think that it's a tradition and it's a good expression of their tradition,
Okay.
Bangla tradition.
Okay. Have you ever observed Pohela Boishakh through hilsa fish and watered rice?
Yes, I have observed Pohila Boishakh with water rice and hilsa fish.
Okay.
And I also prefer to celebrate Pohila Boishakh in this way.
Okay. Um,
Okay, could I ask question?
Yes, yes, Apu.
Oh, okay, how are you? Muhammad
I'm
Firdaus.
I am fine, Apu, and you?
Yeah, yes, I am also fine. That's my question. Is there any difference between a social festival and religious festival?
Yes, there are many difference between social festivals and religious festivals. And social festivals means social festivals is celebrated by the people of all religions and castes. On the other hand, a religion festival is celebrated by the people a particular religion.
Is there, acha, what is marriage?
Marriage is a contract, is a legal contract between a man and women to live together.
What is the minimum age for a girl to get married in Bangladesh?
In our country, it's 18 for a girl and 21 for a boy.
Can get married.
okay. Is there any disadvantage of child marriage?
I think there are there are a lot of disadvantages to early marriage. Among them, mother and infant mortality rate and many mother die also for early marriage, and they cannot handle the situation, and they suffer much for early marriage.
Okay. Is marriage expensive now?
Of course, now marriage is very expensive for because every marital instrument and food ornaments the price is also high now.
Okay. Okay. What kind of marriage do you support? Either settled marriage or arranged marriage?
Always I support settled marriage.
Love. Okay. Love marriage or arranged marriage?
arranged marriage.
Okay, why do you support this?
Because in the issue of settled marriage, every people should avoid their unnecessary emotions, and they have to practical, and uh, mm, every boys and girls should obey their parents, and they have to take the mentality, they have to take decision according to their mother's
Okay, next question. Why do some parents in law torture their daughter-in-law?
some parents-in-law torture their daughters-in-law because they don't accept their daughter-in-law, and they want to access or they want to fill up their another demand to through daughter-in-law or by
Okay.
daughter-in-law.
Are people happier in conjugal life now than the past?
Some people, some conjugal life is happy, and some conjugal life is unhappy now.
Okay. When do married couple go for divorce?
Married couple go for divorce for many reasons. They don't have any understanding relation or any mutual relation, and don't have any patience to obey their obey the right and wrong, and they don't have any mentality to understand each other, and and most of the time they take decision to divorce. I think there is no single issue, and many people think that education or self dependence is the main reason nowadays, but it is not, but it is in a right reason to take divorce.
Okay. What is gender discrimination?
Gender discrimination means unequal behave between a girls and a boy.
Okay. Do you think Bangladesh is practicing gender equalities?
I think nowadays it is decreasing, but in previous time it was high, but nowadays it is decreasing.
Okay. Is the Bangladeshi government is friendly for the women?
Yes, present government is friendly for the women.
Okay. Shishirapu, you ask Shish. Okay. Sir, show us the next page of the question.
Yes.
Okay, ask her question. You kept quiet. Why?
No, I'm not quite. I am.
You can ask question.
Okay, what is the difference? Better
Okay,
half?
okay. I have another question, Jonathan Perdusapu. Why are you learning English? For what purpose?
I learn English for many purposes. I think it is it is very necessary to everyone, not only me or not only job holder or job seeker. It is a responsibility to every educated people. So
Okay.
I think that in the pandemic situation, and and my daughter is so little. That's why I stay at my house, and I want to uh, use the to learn English spoken.
Okay. What does your husband do?
My husband is a businessman. In this pandemic situation, we left Dhaka city, and we stay at our local area, and and that's why I have a lot of time.
Okay.
Janatul Firdaus,
Uh,
when will you come to Dhaka? When will you come back?
It is not sure in this time, in the future, or in the after 1 or 2 years. I want to know what time I will back to Dhaka city.
After 1 or 2 years.
Yes, sir. After 1 or 2 years.
Why after so many days?
Because my family and uh, um, my family members want to live here, and they worry about us, and they think that in this pandemic situation we should not go Dhaka city.
Okay, we should not go to
Only for pandemic situation.
only for pandemic situation.
Because I have a daughter, and we should save.
For our safety. Okay. Well, so I think you have a lot of time to develop yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you can spend a lot of time to develop English skills, mathematics skills, and any other skills. What about your BCS and other exams? Won't you sit for BCS exam for the third BCS exam?
Last BCS exam I didn't take part
Next one?
for my child, but next BCS exam I will take.
You'll take.
I will
part.
take part.
Okay. How is your preparation for that?
I don't have enough time, or I could not manage enough time to take preparation, but I try to my best.
Okay. Now, Janatul Firdaus, say something about an important building of Bangladesh. Today's selected topic is an important building of your country. And important, there are a number of important buildings in our country, you know, and you have to mention, describe one of the important buildings of your country.
There are some important buildings in our country, and they are very much attractive to us, and in the world. Among them, Bangabhavan, Ganabhavan, Parliament building is are one of them. And today I want to describe about Parliament building, and it is situated at the Sherbangla Nagar, and it is its area about 2 acres, and it is situated. It is boundary. It is boundary to the east Rokia Sharoni, and north and lake is to the north, and
Yes, carry on.
Manikya Avenue.
and it is a It is a most beautiful building, and it is surrounded by natural beauties, and each has a lake. Each has a wonderful lake, and it's and it is not open for all the people, but there are some seats to fix for the people, and it enacts some laws for our country, and it is most important to uh, play to act a law, because there because because it is the place to enact any law, and many many honorable minister and prime minister and all, and many valuable political person come to the building, and uh, they uh, mm, they finish they participate to create the law. Mm, that's all today's topic, sir.
That's all about tourist. Good. Shiraz Islam, an important building of our country. An important building of our country.
Okay. There are a number of buildings in my country that is structurally or for the any other purpose it is important. In response to your question, I am going to one of the buildings that is quite important, and there are a number of buildings to mention. Those names are Ganabhavan, Bangabhavan, the parliamentary buildings, and secretariat building as well. And in response of your question, I'm going to describe about one of those. This is our parliamentary buildings, and this is one of the beautiful buildings that I have ever seen in the world, and it is very important by its structural and its activity throughout its activities, and it's our parliamentary building, and we all the rules and regulations of our countries that enacts from that buildings, because our parliamentary members sit there and talk about our all the rules and regulations and talk about the particular localities and their problems and get solution from that place. And this building is especially located in Sharebangla Nagar, at Sharebangla Nagar in Dhaka. It is bounded by Rukeshwarani to the east and Mirpur Road to the west, and Manikni Avenue to the south, and Lake Road to the north. And it is more than 100 feet height and two-story building, so far I know. And the expenses of this building is literally high for a country like Bangladesh. We had to count a huge amount of money every day when it running its session. And the building is quite beautiful because of its architecture. One of the famous architecture, Louis Aiken, made this design and implemented this construction throughout the years. The construction had started since 1961 and finished it completely at 1982, and that was a really complicated design to implement, and therefore it took a long time. And in premises of this building, there are two large lawn and members hostel as well, and there is a crystal lake right beside the building. And the building is quite beautiful because of its structural design, and there are thousands of doors and windows inside of the building. And it is important because our parliamentary members sit there and enact laws and implement all those laws in outside of the country and throughout our country. And parliamentary members, there are 350 seats for our parliamentary members. Amongst these 350, around 50 seats are permanent for the women, and there are another seats for guest reporters and visitors inside the building. And this is about all about my today's topic. Thank
Good.
you all for hearing.
Now,
me.
Shishir, one of the important buildings of our country.
There are many important buildings are there in our country, such as Gana Bhavan, Bongo Bhavan, and Parliament Bhavan. Now I want to say something about Parliament Bhavan. Parliament Bhavan is a important Parliament building. Sorry, Parliament building is a important building of our country because it is the largest legislative building. Largest legislative building. It is situated at the Sherebangla Nagar. Sherebangla Nagar. The building is bound. The building is bound to the Rokia to the Rokia Sharoni to the north as site of Rokia Sharoni north east side of Rokia Sharoni and no, east west side of Mirpur Road. And north side is bound to the lake, and south side is MP hostel,
Manik Mia,
members hostel. These buildings is the building's construction has she started in 1961 and finished 1982. Luya Khan was the main architect of this building, and there are a big field in front of these buildings, and 350 seats for sittings parliament members. 350 for parliament members, and other seats are there for sitting reporters, others important persons. So I can say that still now Parliament building is a very nice and important building of our country. That's all
That's all. Good.
about.
Thank you for a nice presentation today. And next class will be day 24. Okay, and we will conduct another 2 classes. This is 23, and we will conduct another 2 classes, 24 and 25. Then we'll start again, and you may start practicing from the beginning again. So thank you all for participating in this nice session.